Here is another question on reflection. The question says, plot the points A 3, 5 and B -2, -4. Use 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit on both the axes. Second, A dash is the image of A when reflected in the x-axis. You need to write down the coordinates of A dash and plot it on the graph paper. Third is B dash is the image of B when reflected in the y-axis followed by the reflection in the origin. So B dash is the ultimate reflection. Write down the coordinates of B dash and plot it on the graph paper. Fourth is write down the geometrical name of the figure A dash, B dash, and last is name two invariant points under the reflection in y-axis. So we'll attempt part wise. The first part is plot the points A and B. So 3, 5 is here. It will be here. So A 3, 5 and B -2, -4. So it will be here. B will be here, -2, -4. Okay. So first part is done. Now we'll attempt the second part. A dash is the image of A when reflected in the x-axis. So when a point is reflected in the x-axis, x coordinate remains the same and y coordinate sign changes its sign. So it becomes 3, -5. So here it will be A dash. It will be 3, -5. So A dash is equal to 3, -5. Third part we'll attempt now. B dash is the image of B when reflected in the y-axis followed by reflection in the origin. So it is first B dash is reflected in the y-axis. So that means only the x coordinate changes its sign. So it will be C 2, -4. Okay. So let the reflection on y-axis be C 2, -4. Now it is ultimately reflected along in the origin. So it will be again both the coordinates will change its sign. So it will be -2, 4. So B dash is equal to -2, 4 because reflection in the origin makes it to change both the coordinates to change its point. So -2, -4. -2, 4. So it will be B dash. Okay. So now third part is done. Now fourth part, write down the geometrical name of the figure A dash and B dash. So it is like this, and if we notice these two lines are parallel and these two lines are non-parallel, so it is a trapezium. Okay. And name two invariant points under the reflection in x-axis. Invariant points are any points that remains unaltered under a given transformation. So any point which will remain unaltered under the transformation of reflection in y-axis will be any point in the x-axis, because reflection in x-axis makes the point to change its y coordinate. So if we write any point on the x-axis, say 3, 0 and -2, 0, the sign on reflection, the sign of y coordinate will change. 0 does not have any sign, so it will be on transformation along y-axis. It will be 3, 0 only and -2, 0. So therefore they are invariant points under the reflection in x-axis.